What's up, everybody? Hey, so this is your gambling show. I know a lot of you guys don't like the gambling stuff, so I've got some Mika Metals information and update on that, and I'll get to that first before I get into the gambling stuff. First, I want to announce our very first winner for the memberships, Lightning Rod Energy. This stuff's amazing, and I think it's a truly good energy shot. It's a pre-workout, a keep you alert when you're driving. I like to drink them before I do videos because it kind of makes me, I swear it makes me smarter. Believe me, I need all the help I can get. So Dennis Parker, aka Heavy D, member, you are the winner. So email me at chriscookseymedia@gmail.com and I will get you a case of Lightning Rod Energy shipped out to you. If you want to buy Lightning Rod Energy, they're giving free shipping. All you have to do is use Cooksey at checkout at Lightning Rod Energy and they will give you free shipping. This stuff is awesome. It's not like these garbage, sugary crap energy drinks that just dump caffeine and taurine. This has got some really good stuff in it. So check it out. So gamble responsibly and then see the show notes for some restrictions and details.
You need people like me so you can point your fucking fingers and say, that's the bad guy.
I had been trying to get a hold of Mika Metals for quite some time and never got a response. Paul from DT1, I think he's the owner. They run a track, they got DT1. He was just like, I can't believe how we're not suing them. And he completely, honestly believes he wasn't suing him. At least he convinced me that he didn't know about a lawsuit. He had turned this over. So Brendan sued Mika Metals. And I believe Mika turned it over to the lawyers. He said he hasn't talked to him since 2023, which leads me to believe he might not actually know. But I was like, Paul, a lawsuit from you hit Jacob Morrison has been causing problems for 4 years. Either you're lying to me or you're not paying attention. And I think he might not have been paying attention. But I said, you have got to get a hold of your lawyer and figure this out. He has called Jacob Morrison and they talked. Jacob thought he sounded sincere. And I hope they can work this out and end this thing because Paul runs a track up there and he's like, dude, I would never sue a track. And we had a good laugh about X Brand being knuckleheads and how they did that. But like I said, either he's lying to me, which I don't know. Like I said, he sounded really sincere, like he did not know what was going on and that maybe his lawyer took it upon himself to go after the track in defense of Mika Metals and he just doesn't know about it. And that's very likely. But the bottom line is Jacob Morrison has spent so much money defending this lawsuit that Paul did or did not know about. And it's still the damage has been done to him. He spent hundreds of thousands of dollars just fighting this. And I really wish, if that's the case, man, I just wish Paul would have got in touch with his lawyers and shut this down before it got to this point. But hopefully we can get some good resolution out of this and end on a somewhat high note. And for all you guys talking about the chain and whether it broke, I'm not arguing about that. I'm not arguing about the chain breaking and saying he should sue or shouldn't sue. Where I got mad was where I saw the lawsuit and they drag a track in. Tracks are the lifeblood of this industry. Tracks are the reason Mika Metals can sell products. They are so vital to what we do. And yes, it's dangerous to ride a dirt bike and things happen. And I'm not saying you can never ever sue a track. There are things. But if your chain breaks, that's not something. And the kid didn't intentionally sue the track. He sued Mika, and then Mika's lawyer went after the track. So I hope this works out, and I can remove Mika from the scumbag companies list that I got going on. There's a couple. And I'm currently editing a video with Brad Allison talking about how he got paralyzed due to the negligence of a company in our industry. And I was there at the track, and I saw this. You're going to want to watch that one. It's disgusting, but Brad is a great guy, and I can't wait to get this thing posted and let people see who he is and what he's overcome. All right, guys, on to Unadilla and the betting portion. So if you don't like gambling, you should go now. This is where it goes gambling from here on out, the rest of this video. So they offer whole shot odds in the 250 class. I didn't see anything really stick out to me, except Casey Cochran at 18-1. That's some pretty good odds. This kid's really small. He's been really fast lately. For him to rip a whole shot wouldn't be out of the ordinary. I'm not saying he's a favorite to get a whole shot, but you're going to give me 18-1. I'm going to put a little money on Casey Cochran. I'm going to sprinkle a little bit there, and if it hits big. If I was putting the odds for a whole shot on Casey Cochran, I'd put it at more to 6-1 or 7-1, not 18-1. So I'm going to take the value on that and put some money on Casey Cochran. Now let's go to our matchups in the 250 class. Joe Shimoda is a minus 130 favorite against Chance Hymas, who's even money. You bet $1, you win $1. So you'd collect 2. I like Joe at minus 130. That means I bet $1 and I'll win 70 cents. So I would collect $1.70. Joe is good at the end of the season. He had those 2 weeks. Chance has been healing up. He hasn't been able to train or test at the rate that he normally would, and Joe is finding his stride. I just think right now you got to go with Joe Shimoda over Chance Hymas in the matchup. The next matchup, we've got Hayden Deegan versus the field. And now I think they got the odds pretty close on this one because Hayden Deegan's good. I mean, he's definitely the favorite to win this race, but there's too many good guys to just say he's that much better than the field. He's at minus 225 over the field. Well, that just doesn't pay as much as I want it to pay. So I'm going to take the field because I think like Levi Kitchen after the 2-week break, Joe Shimoda after the 2-week break, these guys could come in with a new energy. And now Deegan, while he might have found something new,
you're going to see a new improved rider in the next month or two.
And what I think it is I think they worked on him riding a taller gear and not revving as much and being a little bit smoother. I don't know if you want to do that with Hayden Deegan right now. I think he's almost, I don't know. I don't know how that's going to work out. So if you're going to give me plus 185 on the field, yeah, I'll take it. If it was even money, I'd go with Hayden Deegan. But you're giving me plus 185, I'm going to go with the field against Hayden Deegan. He'll probably at least win one moto, but there's a good chance somebody else sneaks in and gets an overall while he's managing for this championship. So now to win the race in the 250 class, Hayden Deegan's exactly the same, minus 225, which it should be. I mean, the field, him, that's the same odds to win. The only one I really liked here was Levi Kitchen at plus 300. He was really fast. I believe he won the second moto here going away. Levi Kitchen, with some rest, could very well win. And at 3-1, I like it. I also like Joe Shimoda at 7-1. I don't know how much I like it, but I think if I was doing the odds on Joe Shimoda, I would have probably put it at 4-1 or 3-1. But if you're going to give me 7-1, I'm going to put some money on Joe. Probably just a little bit, not a ton. Now to the 450 class. To get the whole shot, we've got Chase Sexton at minus 300. Seriously, I don't see that happening. I would not bet minus 300 on Chase Sexton to get a whole shot. Justin Cooper, on the other hand, minus 150. I might put a little on that. I don't know. I'm going to think about that one and see how he's riding in the morning before I bet that. But if he's feeling it, Justin Cooper very well could get a whole shot. The guy I'm watching for in the whole shot, Ken Roczen, and his lightning fast reactions, coming in off of a break, all healed up from the leg injury, looking to have some fun. He's so good at Unadilla. And, he's one of the few guys that just, if you look at his results at Unadilla, he is good. He smoked Eli like head to head. Like he's put some rides in at Unadilla that are just amazing. He is so good at this track, how it gets ruddy, and he just, with his technical style, I like him to get the whole shot at plus 130. Now let's look at the 450 matchups. Aaron Plessinger versus Jason Anderson. This is really close, but I got to go with Plessinger at minus 155. I just think in that technical riding, he's really tall. He tends to do pretty well at Unadilla. It's getting towards the end of the year. I think Anderson's kind of already looking at SMX, and he's just kind of getting through the season. So I'm going to take Plessinger at minus 155. The next matchup is Justin Cooper, also against a very worn out, probably the most motivated guy in the world in Jason Anderson. I would say I like Justin Cooper over Jason Anderson at minus 125. Then we've got Ken Roczen versus Hunter Lawrence. And for all the reasons I like Ken Roczen on the whole shot, I like him over Hunter Lawrence. He's too good at this track not to say he's going to finish ahead of Hunter Lawrence. He might not beat Sexton, but in this matchup, I like him at minus 115, which is essentially even money. It's minus 115 on him and minus 115 on Hunter Lawrence. So it's essentially even money with the house taking their piece. And to win the race, I got Ken Roczen at plus 275. I don't know how much I'm going to put on this because I don't know if he can beat Sexton, but I see him battling Sexton, maybe winning a moto. He's going to be in the mix at plus. If you're going to give me almost 3-1 odds for Ken Roczen, I got to play. I got to go with Roczen on that one. Now to gambling on politics, and I use this more than the polls. The polls in America are completely biased. They make them up as they go, but I trust the gamblers. I don't know where they're getting their information, but they have Kamala actually taking the lead on Donald Trump. Donald Trump is now even money with Kamala Harris at minus 110, and it keeps going that direction. It scares the crap out of me. I am going to Thailand for Mark Savage's world record 24-hour attempt in a couple weeks, which I'll give you guys updates from there. But I'll tell you what, I'm going to be looking at moving there because if Kamala Harris is the president, I don't know if I want to stay here. I don't know if I can afford to stay here. So anyway, guys, that's it. Remember, bet online. The link is in the description. Create your account with my link. I really would appreciate it. That's how they take care of me. And all the members, thank you guys very much. And Heavy D, you got some lightning rod energy coming your way.